Walking on the railroad, I set my booty on the track. I saw this kid with the knapsack, so I snatched my booty back. I said, look here, partner, you know you can't be me. I'll be the one that ain't two now, and you know it's true. Now move on, I got the fellas jealous cause I flows like none. I got the whole 9, need not back a gun. No need for greed, see your takes, then I fades to a young. Sprung on the air that I rave. You can't conceive how I breathe and I weaves. Here over there may appear some fearful to smear. We're gonna have in abundance. Alright, say alright, did you know that?
The anomalies that's happening in the sky. Multiple lights up in the sky. Red light over here, bright orange over here. You're not gonna see none of that. And it's more important for you, us, not to see that. Everything is vibrating and speeding up at a different frequency. Why is that? Mother Earth has came alive. Our sun has woken up. His binary twin showed up and said, brother, you have been asleep long enough. And this is my message to the rest of my people out there. The same way that Ra showed up to his brother, I'm showing up to my brothers and sisters out here. Queen goddesses, star seeds, fellow king gods, wake up. Leave this madness alone. The materialistic world is not doing nothing but draining your souls. It's not about money. Money is far from the occasion. That's something that was placed in front of you as an illusion. You got to lift the veil off the curtain and look beyond money. Look beyond the electronics, the materialistic stuff. I'm going to tell you right here how they got us in a box. See, the materialistic world have you in a box. This is why they don't like the pyramids. Because, see, our Sky family and our ancient ancestors, because our blood is royal, we are an extension of them. We understood that energy starts from the core and works its way up. That's why we understood that the universe is infinite energy, infinite information. It's trillions of planets out there. And the black woman has all of that stored into her DNA, which is the mitochondrial E gene. That's why when Dr. Ben said this back in the 80s, that heaven is between the woman's legs, a lot of us thought that he was on some perverted crap. No, he was on science. The same thing that this entity is on, who genetically modified all these people who has been dissecting you. We are the ones that empower them. Not them. When you go into the doctor's office and you tell him you got chest pains, he already know you empowered them. Matter of fact, before you even went in there and said you had chest pain, just by you strolling in there, you empowered them. So they can tell you whatever they want to tell you and you will believe it. They give you a diagnosis and tell you, this is the reason, take these pills right here, and this will help you with the chest pains. You're getting chest pains because of what you're eating. Your arteries are clogging up. Your heart can't get the blood through the vessels no more because of the cheese, the salt, the sugar. When you look at a box, it's a box. What you do with a box? You put it in a box and it's trapped. That's a box. When you looked at the pyramids went straight up to an angle, to the point, like your third eye, just like that. Energy came up and drew to the universe. That's where we seeked and got all our knowledge from. Even when we go to think, if someone asks you a question and we go to think about it, we'll look up first sometimes. looking at your third eye. Looking at your third eye, looking at the universe, getting that information. But when you put the foods and shit in your body, it's hard for you to listen to someone like me that's giving you information instead of I can't reach your soul because your conscious mind with the foods that you're eating has diminished your soul. So you can't hear your soul speaking to you, saying, just listen for 5 minutes to that brother or that sister. More importantly, because the queen is the teacher. Men, we wake people up. But the mother of humanity is the teacher. I don't care. Listen, I have 2 star seeds. I don't care how much of a father I was or I am to my children. They don't belong to me, but to the star seeds. The lessons that we're going to be taught and they're going to follow 98% of the time is going to come from the mother. I remember when my daughter was a baby, was an infant. I remember walking around 3 years old. I come in the house, you ain't got no toy, Dad. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no cheesesteak. When I used to eat bad, healthy, unhealthy, you ain't got no soda. All right, give me a kiss. All right, going back to the mom. Going back to God. You can't feel wrong about that. That's the order of life. Look at nature. So they put us in a box to limit you. All of your electronics are square. Even the cable box, square. When you walk into your house, you're walking through a square door. All your windows are square. You look to the left, you look to the right, you look up. It's all square. Even the floor is square. Limit you. So that way you don't grow, you don't reach to your Christ self. All of these electronics and all of this stuff that's out here came from our genetic makeup. And it's out here to keep us distracted. Not no other races. They didn't even have the capacity to make fire. They still be, if we wasn't on this planet and it was just them, they still be working on the wheel. Remember what they said, I ain't making this up. Humans can only use 5% of their brain. No, they can only use 5% of their brain. Their brain is not fully all the way human. We're gods, and we try to turn them into humans, but they're not fully human because one, they share 98% of their DNA with a chimpanzee. So how can you use more than 5% of your brain, which makes sense? But they put that on all of us. We use 100% of our brain, but because we're trapped in a box, they have limited us. Like you athletes, you are the most foolish men that I've seen. Not just the men, the women too. Because I have to ask you a serious question. You don't have to deal with all of the stuff that we have to deal with. You don't have to deal with just living. We have to deal with living. Bills, food, that's living. Gas to get back and forth to work. Working all these extra hours to live in a matrix system that they use you to promote. I don't understand how you have all this time on your hands and you can't see the shit that's happening, the stuff that's happening. You are athletes that think you're here, but you're making a 3rd grade game into an adult godly game. Let's just be real about the game. It's a game, something that children, little starseeds, will play. And you turned it into a godly game because that's your resume. So when someone comes to you with some information so you can break away from that materialistic world and wake up and really free your people because you're in a good position to. Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, and all the rest of you, you don't do it. There's no way in the world that all the flights that you jokers take that y'all don't see the shit that's happening in the sky. That's happening around the planet. But you still continuing to not use the power that you have to enlighten and wake up and take a stance for your people. This is why I don't understand how queens gravitate to you. It's only the dead that gravitate to you because you all are preparing the next generation graves. But this has to stop now. And it's brothers and queens like myself that's going to put an end to this. Although our Sky family is putting an end to it too, but we're going to put an end to it. Because I want to grab as many of our people as we can to get out of this box that they got us in. You on a football field, the stadium is circular. The square, the field is square, linearly. Only thing you can do is run, jump, catch a football, run into somebody, tear somebody up, cuss each other out, use vulgar language, have hatred in your heart as you tackling somebody, which is very damaging to your vessel and your pineal gland, which cuts you, and you damage your pineal gland, cuts you off from your creator. And they're sucking your energy just like a cell phone charger. I'll give you an example real fast. This part is the square. Plug it into the other square that you stick into your electric socket that has circular motion. Now, the energy goes into the square, but it's stored into the square until you plug this in, the other square in, to this end, so it can drain the energy to charge this up. And it's no different from what the entities are doing to us. And you stupid ass fucks. Excuse my French. Now, the circular motion, the core, so it can flow through. The circular stadium, so the energy can flow through. Guess who's the square and guess where the energy is coming from? The players on a basketball court. And the fans are screaming the energy up. And guess where it's being sucked at, extracted at? The souls are being extracted right out of your stadiums. Right out of your stadiums. This is science. You think this is, there's several levels to this. You think you just walk around here, you supposed to come be a firefighter, a police officer, a judge, a lawyer, and then you get retirement, you go on the beach, and then you die. That's it. They have limited you. We are not these people. We are infinite light beings. Stop allowing them to drain your soul in this box. Get back to your pyramid, your third eye. Because your family is here. Your family is here. And I told you, my brothers and my sisters, we all are not going to make it. You think, if I was looking down here, you think, and I was looking down here, now mind you, our Sky family have kept a close watch on Mother Earth and us for quite some time, but they don't believe in policing you because that's not righteous. They believe in giving you a choice. I shouldn't have to come down here and tell adults how to act. That's not how it should go. So you NBA players, remember, they know what the currency, all this crap that's going on. So you NBA players that got this much time on your hands, you're living luxury and living comfortable. Do you know your people are starving? Do you know your people are dying? And yet you let Colin Kaepernick, a mulatto, stand up for your grandmother. Colin Kaepernick is a hybrid. There is no such thing as racism, and there is no more such thing as being disrespectful when you are speaking righteousness. That is science, facts. You take on the genetic structure of your mother, period. And his mother is not black. So you have a mulatto standing up for your grandmother. And then Jerry Jones had the nerve to say out his mouth, if any of you football players take a knee, you won't be playing on my team anymore. You know what? Before he got those words out his mouth, every black athlete on that team should have been walking out the door. And I guarantee you, before y'all all got to the door, he would have been on his knees begging you to come back. What's wrong with you, brothers? and sisters. We are the battery to this machine, this matrix machine. We are the chargers to this machine. They're the phone. We are the juice that charged them to freak up. I promised the brother I would watch my language for his star seeds. We are the chargers, and they are just draining our souls because we stuck in this box. Peace and love to all the queen goddesses, to all of my beautiful, lovely star seeds, and to all of my fellow king gods who see the God in me. I love you, my people. In my heart, man, I genuinely love you. There's no way in the world that you can look at any of my videos and not see and feel my soul speaking to you. I'm not speaking to you no more with my conscious mind. This physical realm means absolutely nothing to me because this is over. Like I said, if I go today or tomorrow, the next day, I want to know that the black woman and her star seeds are 100% free, along with Mother Earth and Mother Nature. This nonsense is going on far too long, and the universe and our sky family is speaking loud. I love you, my people. Peace and love.